Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan battle video for you, and today we are going to be looking at the manga units that recently dropped. If you don't know what's going on, there was a awesome banner that dropped with the 40th Dragon Ball Anniversary Manga Units on them. Some very cool units. People are wondering how you're supposed to build these units as well, with all 5 dropping all at the same time. Let's take a look at Goku first. So Goku's a very interesting one. He is incredibly conditional. You're going to need to make sure you try to activate all his conditions, otherwise I wouldn't really even bother bringing him with. And once you activate all of those, he's going to have a total of 80% chance to dodge. So I wouldn't build him for dodge, he's already got a ton of it built in. I would say you definitely want to put as much additional on this unit as possible because of his attack and defense rising by 19% for every attack he performs. So that is going to very quickly snowball and just be a great way of generating extra stats, especially if you're in something like Festival of Battles or longer fights. It just guarantees he's going to get a 19% boost every time, and maybe an extra 19% boost if he hits the additional. So go for additional, and maybe a little bit of crit with the leftover, just so that he maybe crits every now and then to get that extra damage. No point in going dodge here, I would say, with the 80% chance to dodge. And like I said, you are going to want to make sure you fulfill all his conditions anyway, so definitely go for additional with him. Now next we have a little bit of a, I don't want to say controversial, but he's a little bit polarizing, is Vegeta. I see some people saying full dodge, some people saying full additional. I think personally he benefits more from the additional due to the extra greatly raising defense for one turn he gets on his super attack. I think that's very valuable, and it boosts his defense up quite a lot, which is what you're going to want, because he boosts up his attack and defense when receiving a super attack, gets damage reduction rate. So he, for all intents and purposes, he kind of does want to be in that slot where he's going to take a super, where he's going to take damage. So you could then argue that, okay, wouldn't dodge be better? Because even though whenever God is activated, at the bottom there you see its attack and defense plus 19%, that has been confirmed to work on evasion as well. I don't know, I've just been seeing it all over, that does work on evasion as well. It's not that he just has to take the hit, but I still would argue that attack and defense at extra 50% defense is just too invaluable for tanking, and I don't, personally, I'm going to go attack, I'm going to go for additional, but you could build him full dodge evasion as well, and that wouldn't be far off the mark either. And then you can throw just a little bit of spicy crit in there as well if you have any leftovers. Looking at Super Saiyan 2 Tech Gohan, it's not really a discussion on this one. It's definitely additional, max additional. He is getting an extra attack and defense plus 35% for every super attack performed, so that helps out so much, as well as greatly raising his attack and defense for one turn as well. So that is another boost to stats if you can just get a single extra additional. So that is definitely, you want to go additional with him, and then again sprinkle in a little bit of crits if you have any leftovers, or if you want to split it up a little bit, go full additional, a little bit of crit. No point going evasion with this unit. You definitely want to do a full additional to get him going, because he is then going to be stacking a lot faster, and he should be snowballing a lot faster as well to get and be more powerful in those longer battles. Next up, we're going to have Frieza, and he is also going to be one that's pretty easy to just say, go full evasion, go full dodge for this one. He gets an additional 2 super attacks after evading an attack, as well as an attack and defense plus 100%, and as well as a permanent attack and defense plus 26 for every attack evaded as well. So that is going to be very nice for building him up, for snowballing him. You definitely want to give him as much dodge as possible so that he has that separate hidden potential system extra chance to dodge. So he's got a medium chance of evading enemies attack, which is 30%, and then he's going to have the hopefully 30% he gets from you giving him max. If you have him rainbowed and you have additional equips and all that, you can give him the full evasion. And then on top of that, he also has other ways of getting additional. So if there's an ally who includes Goku, or if there's an enemy who includes Goku, he gets another 10% chance of evading. So you do want him to evade as much as possible. So go full evasion for Frieza. Next up, we have Physical Piccolo Jr., the Growmaster / Aura Farmer himself. He is going to be going on to a full additional build. There is a little bit of a it's a little bit more choice you could do with this unit, I suppose, as the main reason why we're going additional here is to get his super attack, which is going to raise his defense for 3 turns and cause pretty damage to enemy. But the main thing is the damage raising for 3 turns. An extra little super attack on that will help out a lot. He does already have a good amount of damage reduction at 60%. He does launch an additional super as well if there's a Goku, all that sort of thing, but he doesn't really have dodge or crits or anything like to play into and build more on. So I would say I would go full additional for the extra defense, but if you wanted to go full crit for the extra damage, you could as well, because he's got no crit built into his kit whatsoever, and I wouldn't go dodge with the character that doesn't have any innate dodge at all. So yeah, that's how I would build him. Lastly, we have AGL Majin Buu Good. He is quite an interesting one. He does quite a few different things. He's got additional built into his kit. He's got a high chance of evading enemies' attacks. He's got recovery, HP recovery with sweet treats. He's got damage reduction, and he just straight up performs a critical hit when there's a Goku enemy or ally, as well as he's got a chance to boost up his attack and defense. And his main thing though is every attack he receives or evades, he is going to be getting a 39% defense boost. So you want to make sure that he is built for full evasion, so that if he fails that high chance, you at least have your hidden potential system coming in with another, say, 30% chance to dodge as a separate proc, and that should hopefully get you the dodge and get his defense built up even further. So definitely want to build that up. You can put a little bit of additional into him as well, and that is mainly because of his super attack, which is obviously raising attack and defense for 1 turn, which is great, but he does have a very cool thing where he has a high chance of stunning enemies, and it's an AoE attack, which is super useful, especially if we're going to put him in World Tournament or something like that. He's going to be a great unit for that. And for a recent ESBR that I just posted a video about as well, he was super useful in basically just trivializing that entire fight by stunning all the bosses constantly. So that is very cool as well, and that's where a little bit of additional, you just get that extra super attack. It can be very nice. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I know a lot of people disagree on certain things and builds and all that, and there's a lot of personal preference as well. If you do disagree or you think you are better build, please put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. I'll see you guys in the next one.